Hi Aquarius, how are you for December? Happy Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas, and I know you don't all, because I've got followers all over the world who've got nothing to do with Christianity, but if you do celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful, blessed time. Now then, we're at the end of this year of empowerment, of liberation, of taking back control, and that has been a journey for many of you. I want you to watch your moon and your rising as well if you can find time, because as you pull the three together it gives you a much bigger picture, and it's really important this December for the last reading of the year, because December is closing out now, this year of mastery, this year of liberation, and so anything that's unfinished is being done in December, because as we go into January it's a whole new energy. So it's probably the most important reading of the year. Okay, let's have a look what we've got for you. Well, here he is again. Again, and I'm saying that because the Two of Pentacles has been out for probably 9 of the 12 readings. You're my last one, Aquarius, and he keeps coming out. So it's now about balancing up everything that you've learned, done, grown, challenged, conflicted in, fought over for the year. It's about balancing it all up, which is why I started the reading, and you're the only people I've said this to, so we'll see what happens, that this is the most important reading of the year for you. Okay, so it is all about balance. What have you learned? How has it changed you? What balance has it brought in? Are you more balanced now within yourself, within your emotions, within your thoughts? Are you more balanced now and in harmony with your job? Is there balance between work and home? Is there balance between work and yourself and time for you? Is the balance there? Because they want this in place. I say they, we're talking about the universe, your higher self. What else do you want to tell Aquarius, please? Crossroads. So you're having some options, some choices coming in, and those choices are, all right, they're just saying to me, some of you are going to completely ignore that message to look at this year and do a little bit of reflection. What have I learned? How have I grown? What have I changed? Looking back to pat yourself on the back and acknowledge how far you've come. You're not the same person you were last year, last January. You were not the same person now. That you are not putting up with what you put up with in January. You're not as disempowered. You are much more liberated. You are much more assertive. And they're asking you to look at that and acknowledge it. And so this Two of Wands is about coming to a crossroads. Doesn't matter which way you go. They both lead home, those roads, okay? But it is about examining opportunities, offers, paths before you. All right, and what they're giving me for you is that many of you are stuck in this belief that life has to be hard. Life has to be a struggle, that anything worth having is worth working your absolute arse off for. Now, that is a different path I want you to take. I want you to start saying life can be and should be easy, should flow, should be harmonious. I choose a life of harmony and ease. I'm going to get on that path that is easier. There's less struggle, there's less conflict. I'm going to get on that path that takes me through life as if I'm on roller skates, just wheeling through easily rather than sludging through the mud. You don't have to live life like that. Now, many of us were brought up with those beliefs, okay? And that's called conditioning. You've been conditioned to believe a certain thing, and it's not true. All right, whatever we believe, we actualize. All right, so if we believe life is hard, life is hard. If we believe life is a struggle, it's a struggle. Equally, if we believe that life should flow with ease and harmony, and that life should be and can be wonderful, then that's what we get too. So I want you to look at this path as you come to the end of this year and say, first of all, acknowledge I've been on a path that has actually been quite turbulent and hard work. But I get that for this year of 2018. I was learning, I was growing. But because it was a hard year and I'm pretty exhausted, I want next year to be easy. I want next year to just flow. I want. So as you're doing that, you're stepping into creative power. And so that's where the energy is for December for you, Aquarius. Comment that below. 2019 is going to be easy for me. All right, life is already moving its ease towards me. Life is getting easier every day in every way. Whatever words work for you, that is the energy they're wanting you to move forward with. That life is now easy. All right, easier. That brings the balance in. That brings the balance from struggle to ease. And we sort of swing to the ease, and then we kind of come back somewhere in the middle for equilibrium and balance. And that's what we want. What else do you want to tell Aquarius, please? Independence, financial freedom, feeling good about you, who you are, what you've achieved. You've grown it, you've built it, you're looking at it and you're going, yes, that's mine. So what's yours? Money. Okay. Six of Pentacles. This is the card of generosity, of having more than enough, of feeling secure and abundant, of being able to help others. But again, making sure the balance is there, all right, with that Two of Pentacles hovering in the background saying make sure there's balance, because see the hands reaching out, the hands wanting, needing from you. Make sure you're not giving too much. Make sure that you've got enough for you. You're giving surplus. All right, surplus is fine. We give surplus time, energy, effort, money, but not what we need for ourselves. We give the surplus. And the Six of Pentacles is a card of surplus, having more than enough. So every time you're giving, just check in with yourself. Have I got this to give? Whether it's a favor, a time, whether it's a gift, whether it's money, whether it's support, have I got it to give? And if the answer is no, you give it to yourself first. But there is a lovely sense here, especially with these two together, the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, of I've got it going on. I've got enough here. This is good. All right. This is what we're moving into. I want you to compare what you've got now with what you had in January, because you've got more. And as you realize you've got more, you're aligning with more, and you're aligning with more being able to come in. What else do we want to tell Aquarius, please? Okay, so here's the moon coming in to light your way. All right, somebody else had this. Now, normally when we see the moon, we are talking here about stuff from our subconscious coming up to the surface, stuff from our emotions that are buried coming up. But in this case, no, I don't feel it is. I feel for you, as I did for the other sign that had this. I can't remember who it was. But what I'm feeling this is using the moon to light your way, that you're always lit. All right, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so the sun lights you in the day. The moon lights you at night. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, your path is lit. And it's this path here that is lit. They're saying that just trust that your path is lit now. You can see where you're going. Be sure in your footsteps. Don't doubt, don't hesitate. Just go for it. Just get on that path and walk along that path. And know that you are going in the right direction, because you are. Okay, what else do you want me to tell Aquarius, please? What else does Aquarius need to know for December? Okay, this is done. This is absolutely done. All right, I want another card to clarify that. There you go, that's the same thing. And that's the same thing. All right, let's look at these three that are coming out. All right, these are all heavy, negative, hard work cards. The Three of Swords is heartache, letdown, disappointment. The Ten of Swords is anxiety, depression. Oh, being stabbed in the back, it's all too much. And the Five of Cups is that I'm just not over this. I'm just not over this. So this is what's in the background. This is what's in the background for you from those turbulent months that you've had this year, Aquarius. Okay, so yes, we've gone through the mill. We all have, all signs, and some have had it harder than others, but all signs have gone through the mill this year in order to get them to the space of being empowered. Now, when we're in it, you know, this is, you know, I've lost my relationship, my lover's gone, my partner's gone, I'm hurting, I'm heartbroken, okay? And that is causing me great anxiety and depression, and this is just grieving. All right, now all of that is about what you've lost, perceived lost this year, that's still resonating within you a little bit. Not all of you, but some of you are saying, well, I lost my job back in March, and you know, it was awful, and this person stabbed me in the back and shit on me, and it was awful. There isn't enough money, and I'm stressing and I'm worrying, it's awful. But actually each of those were, and I know this is hard, it's hard to hear, but each of those was to push you out. It's not a lesson, it's a shift. All right, a lesson is something you need to learn from. All right, need to grow from. This is more about those experiences happened in order to cut away what was chaining you. All right, this year of liberation and empowerment, if a job was chaining you, if a relationship was toxic, if friends who were always talking about your back, you suddenly find out about and end their friendships. Yes, you're hurt. Yes, you're betrayed. But God, isn't it better to know these weren't your friends anyway? Isn't it better to see that relationship finally for the toxic piece of crap that it was and get rid of them? Isn't it better to finally see that that job is just taking and draining you and not valuing you, and walk away and leave it? It is painful, but what it's doing is liberating you from horrible situations. And they're gone now, they're done now, they're finished now. And we want to let go of all of this before the end of the year. We don't want to drag that into 2019 with us. We want to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off and say, do you know what? I was a tough year, I learned loads, and I'm ready now, because nobody's ever going to betray me like that again. No, I'm not going to allow it. All right, I wasn't seeing it, and then it all came to light, and it wasn't nice, but I'm really glad that I know about it now. So that's what we're leaving behind, so that we can step onto this new path, which is kinder, softer, more gentle, easier. Because I'm telling you, Aquarius, 2019, they're telling me is a much easier year for you, but you have to believe it. All right, if you get stuck in 2018 and the problems that you encountered, you're not going to see or find the joy in 2019. It's essential you leave that behind and go, right, that was that year, that's done. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right, so what else does Aquarius want to know? Please need to know, will be helpful for them to know. Okay, so there is your confirmation. This is from the Lenormand deck. So this is the lilies, the peace lilies. It's all about what I've just been saying. They are so wanting you to step onto an easier path, a more peaceful path, a more beautiful, serene path. And this is what is laid out for you for next year. All right. Now, I'm going to go with one more. It is there. The trouble is that when we've had difficulties, we get stuck in that belief about life is shit. And then, of course, we keep getting more shit. So you've got to step away from that and say, right, that was just a tough year. I've grown, I've learned, and now life's going to be easy, because life always balances itself up. Eventually, it balances itself up. Okay, so see, this is what we're talking about. Mouse is an energy of self-sabotage. All of those, you know, and sabotage from others. It's small things, right? Like mouse is only little, but oh my God, it can cause some damage. Gnawing through cables, gnawing through bags and boxes, and gnawing through what we're trying to build so that it keeps leaking out. And we don't want... This isn't new stuff that's coming in. This isn't a warning about, oh, be careful of this. This is saying, look, you have had a tough year, and there has been heartbreak, and there has been anxiety, and there has been all sorts of hurt, right? But if you stay stuck in that, that's going to be your mouse, all right? That gnawing away at you, stopping you being able to build a new, easier, harmonious, happy life. We don't want that to still be there next year. Get rid of it. Let it go. Let it go. All right, and what's the outcome for Aquarius, please? If they can let all of that go, put this year behind them, take everything as a blessing, see that everything was to help them come out of any sense of woe is me, and be able to really step into, I'm so glad that happened, because I can see clearly now what's the outcome. And there is your outcome, all right? This lady is serene and peaceful and harmonious. She is chilled. She's in balance. She's got a rose of love there. She's in a good place. That's the outcome. You have to let go of any previous hurts and damage from this year. Just take the benefits, the blessings from it, and let the rest go, and come into this beautiful sense of peace and harmony. This is, you know, the lily of peace, the lady there, peaceful. This is absolutely where you want to be by the end of December, so that you're hitting January with a whole new energy of peace and harmony and ease. Right, I'm going to go for an angel card to finish off your reading. Can I have a message from the angels, please, for Aquarius? Okay. Heaven's Door. It's come out upside down. I don't normally read these cards upside down, but I am doing today. And that's because, you see, if you can do this, letting go of all that hurt behind you, then Heaven's Door is open for you, heaven on earth. Allowing life to be easy, to be in flow, to be harmonious, to be peaceful. But that can only come in if you can step into your peace and let all the negativity go. And heaven is a place within yourself, within your heart, within your knowing, within your life, if we can allow it. And we cannot be in our heaven space when we're full of hurt and bitterness and disempowerment. It's got to go. And then that heaven can come in for you in whatever guise that is for you. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps. I hope to see you on the dailies and the weeklies, and if not, I'll see you next month. You take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.